One Direction is so stupid, because their music is just as terrible like Justin Bieber, and they are so overrated, because all of the fangirls like them so much that they cry over them like they actually have a crush on them. Mainly, the fangirls like them because of their attractive looks more than their music. Also, the One Direction concerts are so insane, because, like I said, the fangirls like them so much that they cry over them like they actually have a crush on them. You should only like a musician mainly because of their music more than on what they look. If you are a boy who is single and desperately need a girlfriend but none of the girls like you, you will feel very jealous of One Direction, but don't worry, it will turn out that someday, you will have a ton of girls liking you. Another rant about One Direction is that all of their songs are about a girl and it's the same topic over and over again. It is more interesting when musicians make songs on different topics than using the same topic over and over again. Remember, there is more to life than having a passion about a woman. Musicians who create songs about different topics are worth listening to than a musician who creates songs on the same topic over and over again. This was my rant about One Direction. Goodbye, friends. Homework. More like crap work. Homework is so terrible, because the teacher assigns you to like about tons of packets of what you already learned in class and you worked very hard in class, so why would you arrive home and get right to your homework and be forced to do everything on the homework that the teacher assigned you all in one day? Seriously, why? Anyway, I will tell you on how homework is so dramatic to deal with. First off, it takes like hours to get all of it done, and all that writing and searching in your notes and textbooks just puts more stress and anxiety in you combined with your tests and other classwork. Secondly, it is very time consuming to do other things like sports, music practice, hanging out with your friends, playing games, etc. Also, you can't stop for a few seconds to rest your hand. It would just make sense to do the work at school, and if necessary, you can finish the questions you didn't get to do in class for homework so you can catch up, but the teacher shouldn't put extra homework in the agenda for us to do, because it's just too much for us to handle, especially to children with mental problems or learning disabilities. Plus, it is also stressful for parents, because some children need help and the parents stress about helping them when they have other important things to do. Children can give their parents a hard time about the homework, and whenever they keep arguing their parents or refuse to do the homework, the children would suffer consequences like sending them to their bedrooms early, losing their favorite toys, losing their electronics, banning them from hanging out with their friends, etc. Even summer homework is just as terrible, because it is also time-consuming to make memories like going on vacation, bike riding, and going out to amusement parks. All of this crazy homework should come to an end. Unfortunately, this video cannot put an end to homework, but you can convince your school with a persuasive essay or a speech with everything I said in the video. This is my rant about homework. Goodbye, friends. Power outages. More like nightmares. Power outages are so terrible, because everything electric will just instantly power down like it's the end of the world. Power outages occur when severe weather like a tornado, thunderstorm, hurricane, or a blizzard strikes and its destructive forces knock down the power lines. When a power outage occurs, this is what can impact us. Number 1, the lights flicker and then it goes out, which causes us not to see where we are going, unless we are prepared by having another light source like flashlights and lit candles, but only if you can find where it is and light it safely. Number 2, we cannot use our computers, televisions, house phones, alarm clocks, toilets, sinks, showers/bathtubs, kitchen appliances, and our mobile device chargers, which makes it hard for us to live our normal lives for a few minutes, hours, days, or even weeks. Number 3. Whenever it is winter, where it's cold, or whenever it is summer or any kind of season, it stops the heater and air conditioner from working, and that we can either sweat to death or freeze to death. If you want to make it through a power outage, here are the steps. Number 1. When you know a storm is coming, you get out everything you need like batteries, flashlights, radio during the power outage, non-perishable foods, drinking water, a mobile phone with full battery for emergency uses only, and protect your valuables too. And remember that you can't go to the store to buy more things way before the hurricane comes. Number 2. Make sure to listen to the news or weather forecast for information. Number 3. Seek shelter according where they say where to be in that particular weather condition. Number 4. If you are in serious danger such as a fire, medical emergency, etc., please call 911 immediately. That was my rant about power outages and also how to make it through it. Goodbye, friends. Advertisements. More like crapvertisements. Advertisements are so terrible because they pop up on various websites, and there are even advertisements that you have to watch before a video on YouTube. The advertisements that appear on websites can pop up all over the place, and it can make it hard for you to use the website. The YouTube advertisements are really annoying and stupid, and it takes too long to watch depending if you are allowed to skip the ad in a few seconds. But if they don't allow you to skip the ad, it wastes our time to watch all of our favorite videos. The purpose of an advertisement is to either to get you to buy their product, tell you about information that we don't need to know, or even telling you to do something such as taking a survey for rewards, and they lie to you and rather install a virus or scam you your money. Sometimes the advertisements are useful and sometimes the advertisements are boring and just plain annoying. The advertisements that are aired on television are really interesting to watch and also something to brag about. But since we are so sick of watching those annoying advertisements and pop-ups on YouTube and other websites, the company that brings us the advertisements should no longer put the advertisements on the internet, because it is really frustrating and time-consuming. If these advertisements and pop-ups are gone for good, the internet will be so much reliable. This was my rant about advertisements and pop-ups. Goodbye, friends.
What's up, YouTubers? I am Tim Camaro, and I am going to talk about on why grounded videos are so uncreative. First, if you don't know what grounded videos are, they are videos that involves a child, teenager, or even a television show character doing something bad like getting held back, getting in dead meat, making fake VHS openings, buying a VHS or DVD. While grounded, breaking their father's grill, misbehaving at a restaurant or store, cursing at the teacher, runs away, or even grounded for killing a children's show character. After they do those kind of bad things, their parents walk up to them and say, "Oh, oh, 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 you are grounded, 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 grounded for 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 9 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 centuries. Go to your room now." All of these grounded videos are created with GoAnimate. GoAnimate is made to create your own videos easily, but people copy the same grounded topic in all of their GoAnimate videos. I think that grounded videos are very uncreative and pointless. It is more creative to make up your own characters and plot in your videos. A grounded video is basically just a child, teenager, or television show character getting grounded by their parents. Do you think grounded videos are entertaining, boring, or annoying? Leave your answer in the comments and don't forget to subscribe.
Extra normal. More like extra awful. Extra normal is so terrible, because this animation program is so expensive that everything in the program costs money and it's not free at all. Another thing that I really hate about it is that the characters cannot even walk. It's like that they have super glue stuck on the bottom of their feet or they are just plain statues. Extra normal is also terrible, because, when you select the background of the scene, you cannot change the background in the second scene. Another thing that I hate about extra normal is that you only have two choices for the characters, and the two choices of the characters are either the people or the rabbits. Extra normal is not even worth it due to the fact that everything in the program costs money. So why would you waste your money on a stupid cartoon? For best results, use GoAnimate or any program like that instead of using extra normal. GoAnimate has a variety of backgrounds, characters, and props that you can choose from and you can make your animation the way you desire. GoAnimate is also free but the free version only has limited features. But don't worry, once you get used to the free version, you can upgrade to Go Plus which provides more features than the free version. Go Plus still costs money but you only pay once and then after the purchase, you can keep your Go Plus account for a certain amount of time and after your Go Plus account expires, you can always get a new one. This was my rant on extra normal. Goodbye friends.
Potty humor, or should I say, more like potty garbage. Potty humor is comedy that jokes about bodily fluids or body functions such as pee, poop, farting, burping, vomit, picking noses, etc. Potty humor is mainly made for young children to joke around with. To some people, especially young children, it is funny, but in my opinion, it's actually embarrassing and gross. They even make toys and merchandise about potty humor like whoopee cushions, artificial poop, and noise putty. Why on earth would they invent such gross junk? Speaking of potty humor merchandise, there is also a board game made for young children called Doggy Doo. Doggy Doo is a game in which what a dog does is take a crap. That board game is freaking nonsense. I am not going to waste my money to buy potty humor merchandise. Potty humor teaches children bad manners and habits. The only time I will laugh about potty humor is when it's on South Park or Family Guy. Things are funnier when it does not involve potty humor. Some of the shows on Nickelodeon contains potty humor such as Sanjay and Crampton Fanboy and Chum Chum. I think Cartoon Network, Disney Channel, and PBS would be a better option for children to watch than watching Nickelodeon because those channels do not have much potty humor. I also think this book series called Captain Underpants is unhealthy for children to read as well because it's about a superhero who uses potty humor actions to defeat crime. Super Diaper Baby is made from the same creators of Captain Underpants and that is also a potty humor book. If you are parents and have children, I think it is best not to buy your children anything that contains potty humor or else they will end up with bad habits. You might as well stay off of any videos, songs, or images of anything potty humor. Potty humor is my definition of evil. This was my rant on potty humor. Goodbye friends. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. Smartphone bills, or should I say, smartphone overloads. Smartphone bills are so terrible because every month, you have to pay like $100 to pay for your phone data. You have to pay your phone service monthly in order for it to support your talk, text, and 4G internet and it's also a waste of data as well. Although that smartphones are one of the greatest technology to have, it is very frustrating that we have to pay like $1,000 in total which is the same as 1 year for a data plan. Instead of having to pay monthly for data plans, it would actually be better to pay yearly instead of monthly for smartphone bills. A yearly smartphone bill would cost only $40. If we paid for yearly bills, we could talk, text, and use 4G internet all we want and we only pay at the end of the year. Yearly bills could also save money for other things. Phone services like Verizon, AT&T, T-Mobile, and Metro PCS should do yearly bills like I said. You may also want to use Sprint because they are doing the cut your bill in half. If you own a smartphone and you are getting sick of having to pay monthly bills and agree that yearly bills would be better, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on smartphone bills. Goodbye friends. Miley Cyrus, or should I say, more like Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus was originally a singer and she was also acting on Hannah Montana. She was originally pictured as a beautiful woman and she had a lot of child fans. She was like that until she wanted to do annoying things to get attention from adults such as changing her appearance, being half naked, twerking, and sticking her tongue out. She is just trying to seek negative attention, which annoys me. Her singing is terrible and it even sounds that way before when she was trying to get negative attention. She needs to improve on her music and her appearance as well. Whenever I see her being half naked, twerking, or sticking her tongue out, it makes me feel very disgusted. Don't ever listen to Miley. She is just trying to be an attention whore. I wish that she stopped being such an attention whore and being so gross. All of that has to stop soon. If she doesn't stop soon, she will be more and more hated, plus she is going to get a face freeze and that would be more annoying than ever. Miley Cyrus should stop or else she will become as ugly as Amanda Bynes. She could also be as hated as Justin Bieber and Rebecca Black. I would more likely choose to criticize and make fun of her than to compliment and become a fan of her. If you think that Miley Cyrus is an attention whore, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on Miley Cyrus. Goodbye friends. Hello everyone, I am Tim Camaro and I would like to address execution videos. These videos are about characters doing small things and they get executed for it. They use overused characters such as Barney, Dora and K.I. and make a video of their execution. I will explain to you what those execution videos are mainly about. Basically, the police drives the character to prison and locks the character in a cell with no bed, no sink, no toilet, no air, no food. No nothing. The character is forced to stay in their humid cell until their execution date. On their execution date, the police walks them to the execution chamber. Once they are in the execution chamber, the police tells the character to say their last words before they get executed. After that, the character gets executed and they die. Execution videos are worse than grounded videos and they are overrated. This was my execution video rant. Thanks for watching. Kids Bop, or should I say, more like Kids Slop. Kids Bop is a group of kids who make covers of pop songs. The kids' singing voices sound so awful, plus the instrumental background sounds really annoying. My opinion of pop songs itself is that they are really annoying and sounds like crap. And Kids Bop sounds even worse. Another thing that annoys me about Kids Bop is that they made cover songs of One Direction and Justin Bieber. Which Kids Bop is going to be more hated than the original One Direction and Justin Bieber? I think that Kids Bop should leave the pop songs alone. Do you know who likes Kids Bop? Fred Figglehorn. He wishes that he joined Kids Bop so he can sing along with those kids and he will sound way worse with his high-pitched chipmunk screaming voice. Do you know who hates Kids Bop? Me. I think that Kids Bop should retire and stop singing those annoying pop songs because I am getting really angry with their cover music. Metallica is way better than Kids Bop. Kids Bop is just as annoying as Yo Gabba Gabba. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. Captain Underpants, or should I say, more like Captain Crapperpants. Captain Underpants is a children's book which features a superhero named Captain Underpants and two kids named George and Harold. George and Harold get called down to their school principal named Mr. Krupp for pulling pranks and they both hate getting disciplined by him. George and Harold then snap their fingers to transform Mr. Krupp into Captain Underpants and Captain Underpants then flies around and fight crimes such as talking toilets, robo-boogers, and Professor Poopy Pants. It's so gross that Dav Pilkey made a book out of potty humor. One of Captain Underpants' powers is slingshotting underwear. All of what F. Pilkey wrote in his Captain Underpants books is all of those potty humor crime and the fact that Captain Underpants slingshots underwear. Another thing that annoys me about Captain Underpants is the fact that Captain Underpants wears nothing except underwear, and that's so gross. Do you know who likes Captain Underpants? Fatboy and Chum Chum. They both wish that they made friends with George and Harold and pull pranks on people and then get in trouble by Mr. Krupp. Do you know who hates Captain Underpants? Me. I think that Captain Underpants is ridiculous and gross. Diary of a Wimpy Kid is way funnier and better than Captain Underpants. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. Freewheel, or should I say, more like P-Wheel. Freewheel is a smartphone that is made from Cablevision and it only works when you are connected to Wi-Fi only. They are basically trying to get customers to buy the phone because it costs less than an average smartphone that requires a monthly data plan. Due to the fact that the phone only works when it's connected to Wi-Fi only, it really sucks, and the whole purpose of a mobile phone is to use it anywhere you are. You only have to pay $9.95 a month for the Freewheel data plan. That is great, but however, like I said, it only works when it's connected to Wi-Fi only. I think that the Freewheel phone should exist because of its low price, but instead of it working when it's just connected to Wi-Fi only, Freewheel should be a 4G LTE phone also. I mean that the Freewheel phone should work the same as an average smartphone when you can use it anywhere you are. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on the Freewheel phone. Goodbye, friends. Soccer moms, or should I say, more like stalker moms. Soccer moms are what we refer to a mother who gets their children involved in extracurricular activities that they are not interested in. Soccer moms also ban their children from certain TV shows, movies, music, video games, YouTube videos, and even from our favorite snacks and beverages. When the children are banned from the media because of soccer moms will say this: "It's too violent." It is just ridiculous that moms have to stalk their children for every little thing that happens on the media or on the internet. It's no big deal. It is okay to look at controversial topics on the internet and on media, but as long as you don't commit a crime or cause trouble from the controversial topics. I think that moms should concern about younger children that are about the ages of 6 years old and under about controversial topics instead of concerning about older children and teenagers about looking at controversial topics. Older children and teenagers are more mature to handle those content on media and on the internet. Moms should accept the fact that older children and teenagers should be allowed to look at controversial topics whenever they like. It is also dumb that soccer moms have to supervise or monitor on what they do on their electronic devices when they could just have fun using electronic devices on their own or with their friends. Soccer moms are concerned about what their children eat and drink. Children cannot eat fast food, fancy desserts, certain kinds of candy, and they even cannot drink soda. And that is because of soccer moms. It's like that children are only allowed to eat boring foods like sandwiches, carrot sticks, and applesauce, and drink boring beverages like plain milk, juice boxes, and water bottles. I do agree that children should eat healthy, but it would be worth it if they had a variety of food options to choose from instead of being given food options that are simple and even lack in taste. Eating fatty foods is okay, but as long as it's in moderation, and that's why moms should treat their children once in a while. Moms should allow their children to eat more of what they desire than to follow through on what soccer moms suggest for them. Soccer moms also force their children to do chores, in which I think that chores are great because chores teaches children responsibility, but I think the way that soccer moms are encouraging their children to do their chores is by yelling things such as, "Do it now." Soccer moms would also yell something out like this to their children: "Do your chores right now or else you are in big trouble." I think that moms should have more patience for their children and assist them step by step in order to get their children to complete their tasks. I would like to discuss how moms should treat their children instead of being so bossy and constantly trying to be in their face all the time. If the children are 6 years old or under, They need some time to do things that they like to do in order for the children to calm down, and whenever they use media or browse the internet, I think that moms should be allowed to monitor or supervise on what they do on the media or the internet and keep them off of any controversial topics or age-inappropriate content. Moms should be allowed to do that to the young children, but they should however give older children and teenagers the freedom to make their own decisions without having to rely on every household rules that their mom expects. A lot of teenagers are complaining that they are being treated like a baby, and that is all because of soccer moms. Most about every mother loves and cares for their children, and in order for their children to love their mother back, they should be treated like their normal age. As children become older and older, they should get more rights and privileges as they become older. Children should get involved in extracurricular activities that they are interested in, rather than having their moms forcing them in extracurricular activities that they are not even interested in. I think that soccer moms are not even cool because of what they do to their children. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on soccer moms. Goodbye, friends. Web filters. Or should I say, more like web restrictors. Web filters are so terrible because they deny access to websites which have inappropriate content, especially when we are trying to do research about something. Mainly, web filters could deny access to websites such as CNN and MSN, which pisses me off. Web filters are commonly installed by parents for their children so they can keep their children off of inappropriate websites. I think that web filters should only be used for young children only, and when children become older and also in their teens, they should browse on the web without having a web filter installed on their computer, since they know the difference between right and wrong, plus they are more mature. Schools also install web filters on the computers, and I think they should only do that in elementary school only. They should not have web filters installed on the computers in middle school and in high school, and like I said, they know the difference between right and wrong and they are mature enough. I am going to show you some examples of web filter brands. K9 Web Protection. The brand of this web filter is supposed to represent a dog that looks like that it's on patrol. Now, I am going to move on to the next web filter brand, Barracuda. This web filter brand is supposed to represent the fins of the barracuda fish. Now, I will now move on to the next web filter brand, and this brand really pisses me off. Net Nanny. This web filter brand is supposed to represent a blue nanny that is pulling the plug to make it like that she is disconnecting children from the internet. This web filter is what most soccer moms would recommend for their children because it makes it like that there is a nanny on the computer that watches on what they do online. Antivirus software such as Norton, McAfee, and Trends Micro is 1 trillion times better than having those stupid web filters installed on our computers. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on web filters. Goodbye, friends. Doggy Doo, or should I say, more like Doggy Poo. Doggy Doo is a board game in which what a dog does is take a crap. You basically feed the dog and then roll the dice, and you then hear a sound, and then the dog craps out his smelly dog turds. This is the dumbest board game on the planet. This board game is meant to be funny, but I think that it's embarrassing. Children would laugh inappropriately all day long when they play this stupid board game. There is nothing funny about an alive dog taking a crap. So why would Goliath come out with his dumb stupid idea of making this crappy board game? I think that Doggy Doo is a waste of money. Do you know who likes Doggy Doo? George and Harold from Captain Underpants. They wish that they could cut class so they can play Doggy Doo and then laugh over the smelly dog turds that the dog cracked out. Do you know who hates Doggy Doo? Me. I hate that board game so much that I could just smash that stupid board game with a hammer. Monopoly is 1 trillion times better than that dumb stupid Doggy Doo board game. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on Doggy Doo. Goodbye, friends. Gooey Louie, or should I say, more like Gooey Poopy. Gooey Louie is a board game that is about picking gooeys from Louie's nose. The gooeys are the boogers. That is just disgusting and immature. Whenever you pick the wrong Gooey, Louie's brain fall, his eyes pop out, and he flips his leg. I think that is so silly and immature. Louie sneezes at first and then those stupid gooeys come out of his nose. I think that playing a board game about picking someone's nose is not entertaining or funny at all. I think that it's creepy for the way that Louie looks. Gooey Louie is made from Goliath, the company who also made Pop the Pig and Doggy Doo, which is another stupid board game. But hey, at least Gooey Louie is less immature than that stupid Doggy Doo game. I think that Gooey Louie is a waste of money. Children would be laughing inappropriately all day long when they play this stupid board game. Do you know who likes Gooey Louie? Captain Underpants. He wishes that he can play Gooey Louie with George and Harold so they can have a laugh together and embarrass other people. Do you know who hates Gooey Louie? Me. I think that Gooey Louie is pointless and dumb. I wish that I could smash Gooey Louie with a hammer. Apples to Apples is 1 trillion times better than that stupid Gooey Louie board game. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on Gooey Louie. Goodbye friends. Parental supervision, or should I say, more like parental stalking. Parental supervision is so annoying because our parents, especially our mothers, they need to look at every small thing we do, whether children or teenagers are using electronic devices, going outdoors, or even when they are trying to have fun. Parental supervision should only be used around children who are like 9 years old and younger because they are less mature than older children and teenagers. If we did not have parental supervision, we would feel free to make our own decisions and have a good time without the supervision. I think that parents should allow their kids to use electronic devices and have fun when they are by themselves or even with their friends or siblings. It would be better if parents supervise their children during emergencies such as injuries, illnesses, damage, etc. instead of over small things. All what parental supervision does is make us uncomfortable. Instead of being supervised 24/7, it is better to ask for assistance by your parents when there is something wrong going on. If I did a parody of Another Brick in the Wall Part 2 from Pink Floyd, I would replace the lyrics "We don't need no education. Hey, teachers, leave us kids alone." The lyrics of the parody would go like "We don't need no supervision. Hey, parents, leave us kids alone." That would be part of the lyrics in the parody of Another Brick in the Wall from Pink Floyd. Parental supervision should only be used as a punishment for older children and teenagers when they do something bad such as making harmful prank calls and destroying property. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on parental supervision. Goodbye friends. Pop music, or should I say, more like suck music. Modern day pop music is so terrible because they don't even use real instruments and the singing voices can sound like crap. Most about every modern day pop song is about love. Pop music is so overrated because of the fact that most about every song is about love. People also go insane whenever they see a pop concert such as when fangirls cry over One Direction. It also annoys me that they play pop music on the PI system in public places such as the mall, stores, and at restaurants. It is embarrassing that pop music is so popular. Some of the most annoying pop celebrities include Taylor Swift, Meghan Trainor, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, Nicki Minaj, One Direction, and most of all, Justin Bieber. Their music is nothing but crappy garbage. I think that pop music is so horrible that whenever I hear it on the radio or when they use pop music in commercials, I will be totally pissed off. Music from the 20th century is way better than listening to pop music, and I will explain why. Music from the 1920s, 1930s, and the 1940s are great because I think that they are entertaining to listen to. Music from the 1950s and the 1960s are great because the music had a good tune to them, such as Elvis Presley and the Beatles, and they did a great job writing the songs. Music from the 1970s, 1980s, and 1990s are great because my favorite hard rock and heavy metal bands such as AC/DC, Aerosmith, Pink Floyd, Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Metallica, Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Guns N' Roses, Iron Maiden, Van Halen, Kiss, Judas Priest, Dokken, Scorpions, Deep Purple, Whitesnake, Beastie Boys, Megadeth, and Pantera. Those were better music than listening to pop music that sounds like absolute crap. I think that pop music is fake music. I would however like to point out that some pop music are okay, such as Michael Jackson, Gangnam Style, Turn Down for What, The Harlem Shake, Uptown Funk, and the Party Rock Anthem are some other pop music that are okay as well. I also think that a little bit of rap, hip-hop, and dubstep would be better to listen to than listening to annoying modern-day pop music which will get stuck in your head. I wish that they played more of the music I mentioned that are better in public places such as the mall, stores, and restaurants. Country music and folk music is another genre of music that is better than pop music. Tropical music is great as well. I wish that most about every pop music radio station should no longer exist and they should stop selling tickets to pop concerts as well. I think that death metal, black metal, metalcore, and deathcore is better than pop music also, although it contains screaming vocals, distorted and unpleasant sound, and evil lyrics in it. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This was my rant on pop music. Goodbye friends. Before I end the video, I would like to mention the worst pop song in the whole wide world, and that pop song is called Friday from Rebecca Black. It's a good thing that it got so many dislikes.
Mr. Pickles. Or should I say, more like Mr. Cripples. Oh my god. This Adult Swim show is about a satanic dog that murders innocent people and amp. He gets rewarded for it. Mr. Pickles is an extremely terrible show. He could also kill other animals, especially if they were dogs too. Mr. Pickles is a deadly dangerous dog. So, if he was real, would you adopt him? No. You would never adopt him and amp. If you did, you will end up with a severe injury or even you could die. The stuff that Mr. Pickles does is worse than a dog biting or peeing and amp. Pooping on your carpet. Always remember to keep your children away from Mr. Pickles at all times. If you allow your children to pet Mr. Pickles, your children will get seriously injured and amp. They will be crying because of what Mr. Pickles did to them. In the logo of Mr. Pickles, it says good boy, in which he is not a good boy. The logo should say bad boy to show that he is going to hurt you. Mr. Pickles should be taken off the air on Adult Swim. They need to put Mr. Pickles to sleep so they can save everyone from getting seriously hurt. Never watch Mr. Pickles. Every other show on Adult Swim, such as Robot Chicken, Aqua Teen Hunger Force, Rick and Amp, Morty, King of the Hill, Bob's Burgers, etc. is better than Mr. Pickles. If you agree with my rant, please like, comment, and subscribe. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Bubble Guppies. Or should I say, more like Troubled Dummies. Bubble Guppies is a really horrible kid show. It is about a group of young human kids that are mermaids. They have such failure adventures and their music is worse than Kids Bop. I was really annoyed when they made a parody of this Lady Gaga song called Poker Face called Pencil Case. They have no real talent whatsoever. Bubble Guppies also has creepy designs to them and they could scare you when they smile in a creepy fashion. I was also annoyed when the Bubble Guppies once had an episode of their rock and roll band. They don't even play real rock music. Their rock music sounds more like One Direction. I think that AC/DC and Aerosmith could do a way better job with playing rock music than the Bubble Guppies. The Bubble Guppies should get eaten by a shark so they stop existing. The Bubble Guppies are just as annoying as Yo Gabba Gabba. I think that parents need to ban their kids from watching this awful Bubble Guppy show. They also have a dog named Bubble Puppy. Bubble Puppy is annoying as heck. I wish that I could fish him out of the water and leave it out for an actual dog to chew him up. Grouper is an annoying fish that teaches the Bubble Guppies annoying stuff. I wish that I could fish him out so I can eat him for dinner. Molly, Dima, and Una are annoying girls that like to think that they are sexy, attractive, and glamorous when they are really ugly. Molly is the one with pink hair, Una is the one with purple hair, and Dima is the one with yellowish-orange hair. Those girls are so out of style. Sailor Moon would be a better version of Dima. Oishi Kawaii would be a better version of Molly. And most of all, Hatsune Miku would be a better version of Una. Those three sexy anime girls are more glamorous than those stupid bubble guppy girls. I wish that I polluted their underwater environment by pouring raw sewage, gasoline, and mercury all over their environment, and that is how their show will come to an end. I think that Finding Nemo is infinity times better than Bubble Guppies because they are not annoying, and Finding Nemo is also entertaining too. The male characters of the show include Nani, Gobi, and Gil. Those male characters are so retarded. Instead of watching the Bubble Guppies itself, I would rather watch YouTube poop out of the Bubble Guppies instead, and it would be way funnier. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Justin Bieber. Or should I say, more like Justin the terrible pop singer. Oh my god. This is the worst pop music artist in the world besides Rebecca Black. His original song is called Baby, which is about how much he cares for girls. That Baby song could give you rage issues. I am glad that he got so many dislikes on that awful song. His singing voice sounds a lot like a female. Justin Bieber likes to think that he is talented when he is actually not. Justin Bieber has a ton of fangirls which obsesses over him and think that he is cute. Those fangirls go to his concerts. I don't even believe that Bieber is cute at all. He is actually extremely ugly and horrifying. Justin Bieber got arrested for drag racing, drug abuse, and driving under the influence, which is another reason why everyone hates him. But he actually deserves that, other than his Baby song. I also hate listening to Boyfriend, Never Say Never, and all of his other poorly written music. His songs make me furious as hell. Justin Bieber is also controversially known for his bad attitude. No wonder why Bieber would make such poor decision to piss everyone off. I would be super furious if I saw Bieber giving out free hugs to everyone. The only reason why I visit his Baby music video is to see how many dislikes and hate comments he has. Here are some stuff I will be proud of if these stuff happened to Justin Bieber. Number 1, if he got bank robbed. Number 2, if he cries constantly. Number 3, if he got his music videos flagged. Number 4, if he got beaten up. And number 5, if he actually died for real. I would be celebrating if these stuff happened to him. I also hope that his dreams never come true. Justin Bieber and One Direction are both horrible pop musicians, and they are similar too. Instead of listening to Justin Bieber, you should listen to rock and heavy metal instead. If you had a music contest against Justin Bieber, you would more likely win because you had better talent than he does, and playing rock music is better than pop. If Justin Bieber dies, he should directly go to hell and not go to heaven because he did so many controversial things in his life. Seriously, Justin Bieber needs to be known as an infamous person because of everything he did. You should not waste your money on music that is made by Bieber. This also includes going to his concerts. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching, and let's hope that Justin Bieber's dreams never come true.
Booba, or should I say, more like Poopa. Oh my god, this show is so boring and horrible. It is about some neon fat creatures that dance to annoying background music. They also like to make annoying fart noises. I basically find this show horrible because they don't even talk, which is so useless. The designs of the creatures are horrifying. The part which is so irritating is the intro of Booba. The intro involves two little kids dancing around singing the word Booba over and over again. Booba is also made from same the creators as the Teletubbies. I think that it would be so boring to sit around and watch Booba, especially since they don't speak at all. Kids shows such as Barney, Dora, Caillou, Yo Gabba Gabba, Super Y, The Little Einsteins, Go Diego Go, Ni Hao Kai Lan, and the Teletubbies are actually better for kids to watch than Booba, although that they are still all useless kids shows. I think that the title of the show sounds pointless and irritating. Booba has to be one of the worst kids shows to ever exist. I think that the Booba creatures got so fed from eating too many candy. Booba should be on the side of Zuby because Zuby is just as bad because they don't speak correctly. The sound effects in the show are annoying to listen to. I think that Booba is a total disaster just like Zuby. You should watch something better than this crap such as Wild Kratts, Thomas the Tank Engine, SpongeBob, Regular Show, Adventure Time, The Simpsons, or Bob's Burgers. Those are way better shows than sitting around and watching Booba. So screw this horrible Booba show. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Tickle you, or should I say, more like screw you. Tickle You used to be a weekday morning program block for Cartoon Network back in 2005. The Tickle You shows are meant to be educational when they are actually annoying and useless. Thank God that this program block got cancelled in 2007. I will review the shows that aired on Tickle You. Number 1, Firehouse Tales. This show is about tales of a Fairytale. Number 2, Gordon the Garden Gnome. This show is about a garden gnome named Gordon that gets kids interested in gardening, but the way they do it is actually annoying. Number 3, Gerald McBoing Boing. This show is so annoying that the title sounds really irritating. Number 4, Harry and His Bucket Full of Dinosaurs. This show is about a little kid named Harry that goes into his bucket and explore alive toy dinosaurs. That is just creepy and impossible. Number 5, Little Robots. This show is about robots that are so noisy, annoying, creepy, and will give you nightmares. Number 6, Yoko, Jackamato, Toto. This show is about a bird named Jackamato, an armadillo named Yoko, and a monkey named Toto who only talk by saying each other's names. Number 7, Peppa Pig. You all probably heard of this crappy show that airs on Nick Jr., but it also airs on Tickle You as well. Peppa Pig is really irritating. With all of the shows I told you about, they are not good preschool shows at all. They are just plain useless and annoying. Now, I will tell you about the Tickle You hosts. You can see that there is a red creature and a green creature next to the red creature. They look very creepy and are very annoying. Those are just some crappy creatures. To be the hosts of Tickle You, the red creature looks like a reject of the android robot and the green creature looks like a rejected Pokemon. Everything that I told you about including the Tickle You shows are the reasons why Tickle You is a bad program block for Cartoon Network. It is great that we don't have that crap on Cartoon Network ever again. I would also assume that little kids would be laughing out loud because of Tickle You's title making it like that are actually being tickled. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching.
Sanjay and Craig. More like crap, fart and pee. Oh my god. This Nickelodeon show is about an immature man named Sanjay and a green lizard named Craig. This show is a lot like Fanboy and Chum Chum, and they love laughing at potty humor too. How embarrassing. They both need to grow up and learn that this crap is gross and rude. There was once an episode when Sanjay gave birth to an alive fart. That is just horrible for someone to give birth to a body function. The design of Sanjay looks a lot like Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers. I think that Sanjay and Craig was made from the same illustrators as Bob's Burgers, and that's why they look similar from each other. I would be raging with a burning passion whenever I see Sanjay and Craig on television. They have no sense of humor whatsoever. They also wish that there was such thing as a fart-scented candle or a fart-scented air freshener, which will never exist because they are disgusting to smell. Sanjay and Craig do not even care about fresh air at all. They just want to make everything smell awful by farting, burping, pooping, and peeing. I am so sick of the show that I wish that it was cancelled on Nickelodeon. I think that Bob's Burgers is way funnier than this disgusting Sanjay and Craig show. It is so humiliating that people, including immature kids, love to laugh at potty humor. Potty humor is not real comedy. Don't make your kids watch Sanjay and Craig, or else they will get carried away and it will affect their behavior. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching.
Pinky Dinky Doo. More like Stinky Stinky Poo. Oh my god. This kid's show makes me want to rage out. It is about a little girl named Pinky with a brother named Tyler, and they have a pet guinea pig that is blue. Pinky has so many imaginations which are impossible in real life. She always liked to think big when she is not. I bet she would fail a test in school. Pinky probably doesn't know anything about reality, and she will always believe that fantasies will actually happen. Pinky is a total blockhead, and so is her lil brother Tyler. Tyler looks like Caillou with blue hair and a blue shirt with an acorn on it. Tyler is so annoying. Tyler from Total Drama Island would be so many times better than the Tyler on Pinky Dinky Doo. I would also say that Lindsay is so many times better than Pinky, although Lindsay and Pinky are two different names. I just brought up Tyler because Tyler from Pinky Dinky Doo has the same name as the one on Total Drama Island. Pinky Dinky Doo likes to think that she is the prettiest girl ever when she is actually not. Pinky Dinky Doo needs to grow up this instant to learn about reality. I find the Pinky Dinky Doo theme song to be so annoying and uncreative. I hope that Pinky and Tyler blow up their heads into a million pieces. I am getting sick of seeing and hearing all of the crap they cause. Do you know who likes Pinky Dinky Doo? Laura the Explorer. She wishes to make friends with Pinky Dinky Doo, but she can't because she has her own horrible show that is just as bad. Do you know who hates Pinky Dinky Doo? Oishi Kawaii. She wishes to join Pinky so she can slice her up and then feed Tyler and guinea pig to her dog Noodles. So screw Pinky Dinky Doo. Sailor Moon is infinity times better than Pinky Dinky Doo. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Caillou. More like Caillou. This is one of the worst preschool shows ever. It is about a bald 4-year-old boy named Caillou, and he explores the world. Caillou is always spoiled. Caillou could encourage your kids to become spoiled in life. Why would kids watch this horrible show? We all get irritated whenever he throws a tantrum over every minor problem. Caillou is not an innocent boy at all. He is just a criminal that you will annoy the hell out of you. Caillou has parents that spoil him too much. This is how Caillou's parents look like. And this is Caillou's little sister Rosie. Rosie is also spoiled too. This is Caillou's cat Gilbert. Gilbert is an ugly nasty cat, and he is really naughty. Caillou needs to get arrested by the cops and then get locked in a prison cell for the rest of his life. Parents should not allow their kids to watch Caillou at all. Kids who watch Caillou will have bad behavior problems, all because the show encourages kids to be spoiled. Caillou is actually way worse than Barney. I find the stories in Caillou to be garbage. Little Bear is a better alternative for Caillou because Little Bear is not as spoiled as Caillou. It would be better off if Caillou got taken off of television for good. Do you know who likes Caillou? Leo from the Little Einsteins. He wishes to be friends with Caillou, but he can't because he is on the Little Einsteins. Do you know who hates Caillou? Captain America. He hates Caillou with a burning passion that he wants to get rid of that spoiled brat for good. So screw Caillou. Wild Kratts are way better than that Caillou show. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. The Fresh Beat Band. More like the Stinky Feet Band. This is one of the worst kids shows on Nick Jr. The Fresh Beat Band ripped off the Wiggles. It is like how Handy Manny ripped off Bob the Builder. I am however neutral over the Wiggles. The Fresh Beat Band makes such poorly written songs that they teach kids to dance to. The songs get really catchy. I find the beats in the Fresh Beat Band not to be fresh at all. The beats are actually stinky, just like potty humor. I think that the music in Fresh Beat Band is not good at all. If I met the Fresh Beat Band and had a music competition with them, I would play hard rock and heavy metal and I would win the music competition. I will explain the Fresh Beat Band characters from left to right. The Fresh Beat Band characters are Marina, Twist, Kiki, and Shout. I find Shout to be the worst because he might as well shout at the screen in one of the future episodes, which will scare the kids. I would like this show to be cancelled immediately before things get really annoying. I would actually say that the Fresh Beat Band is better for kids to watch than Yo Gabba Gabba, although Fresh Beat Band is still annoying. There was actually an episode of the Fresh Beat Band in which Yo Gabba Gabba came over to Fresh Beat Band. This will cause kids serious headaches if they see that. So screw the Fresh Beat Band. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Jungle Junction. More like. Does not function. Jungle Junction is a really creepy show on Disney Junior. It is about a bunch of wild animals that are vehicles and have wheels. The designs look creepy. It is almost impossible for animals to function like cars. Jungle Junction is almost as bad as Chuggington, which are both shows that were made in the UK. Chuggington is a Disney Junior show too, and it's about a bunch of creepy talking trains with faces, and it ripped off Thomas the Tank Engine. Anyway, back to the Jungle Junction topic. I will be really horrified if Jungle Junction was actually real and if the Jungle Junction animal vehicles were driving on the streets. I will explain two of the creepiest animal vehicles from Jungle Junction. This blue elephant car is one of the creepiest animal vehicles in the show. His design is really horrifying for the kids, and it is even annoying for me to look at for myself. The other creepiest animal vehicle of Jungle Junction is this hippo bus. If she actually drove kids to school, since she is a bus, I would find that so annoying. I think that Jungle Junction needs to come to an end. I hope that the animal vehicles crash themselves. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Seagull Splat. More like seagull crap. Oh my freaking god. This is an immature board game about a seagull pooping. Seagull Splat is meant for young children. Children find Seagull Splat to be funny, but I find Seagull Splat to be really immature. Why would it be funny for a seagull to take a splat on you? It's not funny at all for a seagull to take a splat on you. It would be just disgusting and terrible if a seagull took a splat on you. Seagull Splat is made from Goliath, who created this other board game called Doggy Doo, which is horrible too because it's about a dog taking a crap. It is so annoying for people, especially young children, to laugh over potty humor. Body functions are no laughing matter. Body functions are all part of nature, and it's nothing to laugh about. I wish that all of this potty humor crap comes to a final end, and that people, especially young children, treated body functions as if it's part of nature. People should actually be disgusted and embarrassed with potty humor, and especially being disgusted from this horrible Seagull Splat game along with Doggy Doo. Goliath makes some other potty humor games, but it's however a good thing that Goliath actually makes some other board games that is not related to potty humor at all. If I had Seagull Splat, I would just throw it away in a trash can. So screw Seagull Splat. And screw Doggy Doo. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. JJ the Jet Plane. More like Bomb Bomb the Threat Plane. Oh my freaking god. This kids show is about a blue jet plane with a human face named JJ. It is so horrifying for a plane to have a human face on it. JJ the Jet Plane will cause nightmares for your children. JJ's smile looks creepy. His voice is annoying. And his other plane friends look horrifying. I will explain some of the characters that are horrifying too. One of the characters is named Tracy, who is a pink female plane who is one of JJ's friends. Tracy looks horrifying too. There is another character named Turkey, who is a yellow helicopter. Turkey's face is even more horrifying than JJ's face. There is also Fire Engine Evan, who is a fire truck with a really scary face. Fire Engine Evan will scare the hell out of your kids. All of those characters look so freaking scary for your kids. So please do not buy your children JJ the Jet Plane or allow them to watch it at all. JJ the Jet Plane and his friends takes place in Terrytown, which is a really bad fictional airport. I hope that JJ and his stupid horrifying friends crash themselves. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. The Jersey Shore. More like the Jersey Shore. Oh my god. This MTV show is so terrible. This MTV show ruined New Jersey's reputation. The Jersey Shore in general are the beaches of the shore in New Jersey, such as Belmar, Long Beach Island, Point Pleasant, Atlantic City, Wildwood, and Cape May. The Jersey Shore show contains a lot of dirty insults such as Guido, which is an insult of the Italian Americans. I think that the title of the MTV show is bad because of the fact that the show ruined New Jersey's reputation and that most of the characters are from New York and not from New Jersey. I don't even find the Jersey Shore to be funny at all. They should actually change the title of the Jersey Shore into something else to make it a bit better. It's like that the show is trying to make the Jersey Shore beaches only for adults to visit and enjoy. It would be recommended if you did not watch the Jersey Shore at all. Just a reminder to all of you viewers, for whenever you search the Jersey Shore on Google and you want the actual Jersey Shore beaches to come up, mostly what will come up is that horrible MTV show instead of the actual Jersey Shore beach. New Jersey would be better off if the horrible MTV show did not exist. I wish that the Jersey Devil destroyed the horrible MTV Jersey Shore show and put an end to the show. After that happens, New Jersey will be in a better place. The Jersey Shore has to be one of the worst adult shows to air on television. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching.
In this video, I will be doing a rant on the breadwinners. So here's my rant. The breadwinners. More like the red losers. I can't believe how this stupid Nickelodeon show gets on my nerves. It is about some immature ducks that joke about potty humor. The breadwinners have an obsession over butts, farts, and bread, which would obviously be their favorite food since the title of the show is called The Breadwinners. I also do not even think these idiotic ducks deserve to eat bread at all. I just think that they should be eating dog feces instead if they are so hooked up on potty humor. One of the songs they sang on the Breadwinner show was called You Saved Us With Your Butt, which is really immature. They even enjoy shaking their butts when they were singing the song. Seriously, why would they find it funny for butts to save people's lives? The voices of the breadwinners are just obnoxious, and so are their stupid fart sounds. If I ever see the breadwinners having a craving for bread one more time, I swear to God that I will just take away all of the bread and not let them eat any bread for the rest of their lives until they can stop finding body functions to be hilarious. I think that these immature breadwinners should learn a valuable lesson, that body functions are no laughing matter and that it is just all part of nature. Nickelodeon made such an extremely poor choice to release a show that would get on people's nerves by using potty jokes. Children who watch this show will turn into dumb blockheads, and it's all Nickelodeon's fault for doing that. After children watch the breadwinners, they would become so dumb that they would think that farts smell fresh when they actually smell awful, and wish that there was such thing as a fart-scented air freshener, which will never exist. I think that Nickelodeon is making shows about potty humor just to make a lot of money. Seriously, Nickelodeon could make money if they made their shows more entertaining to watch, and if it did not have any immature potty jokes. I would assume that Nickelodeon should be charged with a $100,000 fine for making this awful and overrated show, and this would get Nickelodeon to take Breadwinners off the air. The Breadwinners is really disrespectful and a big disgrace to everybody in the world. If Nickelodeon is going to make a last Breadwinners episode, it better be about the immature ducks getting beaten up. This concludes my rant video. Thanks for watching.
Teen Titans Go. More like Toddler Titans Stop. This Cartoon Network show is dumb and stupid. It is an insult to the original Teen Titans, which is way better because they used true superhero actions, while Teen Titans Go fool around and make some dumb tasteless jokes, including some potty humor. There was once an episode in which they had a war of boys versus girls, which is dumb. They also sang about how much they love waffles. There was this one dumb joke in one of the episodes which is not funny, and this was the joke: why can't you hear a pterodactyl when it's using the bathroom? Because the P is silent. Those are some reasons why Teen Titans Go aren't as heroic as the original Teen Titans. I wish that there was a war in which the original Teen Titans fought Teen Titans Go, and the original Teen Titans is going to win the war because of their true superhero actions. Teen Titans Go is stupid along with Uncle Grandpa and Johnny Test, which are two other crappy Cartoon Network shows. I really wish that Cartoon Network brought back the original Teen Titans and took Teen Titans Go off the air. This concludes my rant. Thanks, the Little Einsteins. More like the Little Demon Kids. This is one of the worst children's show I saw, and it is about 4 kids named Leo, June, Annie, and Quincy that like to ruin classical music, famous artwork, and even nature. It's like that they are trying to purposely upset musicians who write classical music like Mozart and Beethoven, and trying to purposely upset famous artists like Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo and make them look bad. What's even more annoying than that crap is that they go on a trip in their stupid red rocket ship to get places around the world. The Little Einsteins started out to be a movie called The Little Einsteins Are Huge Adventure. The dumbest thing they did is that the monarch butterflies need a freaking ticket just to enter Mexico, and those little Einstein kids need to fly in their red rocket ship around the world just to find that god-darn ticket for those freaking monarch butterflies to enter Mexico. That is pointless, because butterflies in real life could just fly to Mexico whenever they please, and they have no freaking idea what a ticket is. That's a waste of time and money just to travel around the world to find a ticket for those monarch butterflies. The Little Einsteins would be better if people made G major, YouTube poops, and MLG videos out of that abomination. This concludes my rant.
Tomorrow's pioneers. Or should I say, more like tomorrow's terrorists. Tomorrow's Pioneers is a Palestinian and Islamic children's show which teaches kids about bad Islamic beliefs. This show also teaches kids about terrorism and infamy, which is not good. Tomorrow's Pioneers ran for 3 years, in which it had ran into 2007 until 2009. This show was controversial. Why? Because it teaches about terrorism. This show features characters like Farfor, Nahol, Asud, Nasser, and another bee. In one scene, Nahol was being cruel to lions and cats for no absolute reason. Also, Farfor is a ripoff of Mickey Mouse and Asud is a ripoff of Bugs Bunny. Asud has said something that is devastating. He said, "And Asud will kill any of the Jews." That's something that Adolf Hitler would say. This show features young host, Sarah Abraham, and her co-host, a large costumed animal, as they perform skits or scenes and discuss life in Palestine in a talk show fashion with call-ins from children, typically of age 9 to 13, with some as young as 3. Tomorrow's Pioneers is presented in a children's education format which is similar to other kids' shows like Sesame Street and Barney. Tomorrow's Pioneers is really controversial because it contains anti-Semitism, Islamism, anti-Americanism, and other anti-Western themes. Tomorrow's Pioneers is the worst kids show to exist. That show is not only annoying, but that show is also brainwashing. I wish that kids show never existed. Tomorrow's Pioneers is worse than Barney, Dora, and Caillou. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. A pal for Gary? More like a nightmare for Gary. This SpongeBob episode is mediocre. I really love watching SpongeBob. I'm a SpongeBob fan just like the rest of you. But this particular episode is horrible, just like hell. In this episode, SpongeBob felt bad for Gary because Gary was home alone while SpongeBob was working at the Krusty Krab. Mr. Krabs suggested for SpongeBob to go to an exotic pet shop around the corner from the Krusty Krab. That pet shop only sold exotic monster fish pets which were available in neon colors. They may look cute, but if you expose them to typical pets such as dogs or cats, they become aggressive and can cause harm to the pets. SpongeBob clearly did not understand the rules of owning one of those exotic monster fish pets when the lady was giving him instructions. SpongeBob just took one of those pets off the shelf without paying for it. When SpongeBob got home, he named the green exotic monster fish pet Puffy Fluffy. He introduced Puffy Fluffy to his snail Gary. Gary was shy of Puffy Fluffy. Gary then became scared of Puffy Fluffy after Puffy Fluffy got aggressive at him. SpongeBob encouraged Gary to play with Puffy Fluffy. Gary squeaked on his squeaky carrot toy. Puffy Fluffy became aggressive and destroyed Gary's precious toy. SpongeBob also wanted Gary and Puffy Fluffy to share food together in the same bowl. But Puffy Fluffy gobbled up all of the food. Gary did not get any of the food at all. After those two conflicts, Gary hid under the television. SpongeBob was careless about Gary. He wanted Gary to be nice to a pet who oppressed him. Puffy Fluffy destroyed his squeaky toy and ate all of the food which was for him and Gary to share. Why would SpongeBob defend Puffy Fluffy if he is doing bad things? SpongeBob needed to train Puffy Fluffy to be nice to Gary instead of vice versa. Puffy Fluffy should have been punished for oppressing Gary. Gary was innocent. Puffy Fluffy was guilty. When it was bedtime, SpongeBob made Gary sleep in the same bed as Puffy Fluffy. Gary was terrified of sleeping with Puffy Fluffy. I don't blame Gary. However, Puffy Fluffy grew larger and escaped the bed to go to the kitchen. Puffy Fluffy was causing devastating damage to SpongeBob's property. At that same time, Puffy Fluffy was being frightening to Gary. Gary fought Puffy Fluffy back. Gary did the right thing by defending himself from him. SpongeBob woke up while it was like 3 in the morning because of the riots that Puffy Fluffy and Gary were causing against each other. Puffy Fluffy had 4 mouths. He was holding Gary in one of them. Puffy Fluffy was using one of his other mouths to bite on Gary's eye. When SpongeBob saw that, he told Gary to put Puffy Fluffy down right now. But Puffy Fluffy was larger than Gary. Puffy Fluffy was holding Gary, not vice versa. Gary was being punished by SpongeBob all because he was the victim of Puffy Fluffy. Why couldn't SpongeBob punish Puffy Fluffy instead? If SpongeBob wanted to buy a pet to entertain Gary while he was working at the Krusty Krab, he should have bought another snail that was just like Gary. The snail would have got along with Gary better than Puffy Fluffy. I wish a Nickelodeon would recreate this whole episode in which SpongeBob would be accusing Puffy Fluffy every time he harms Gary. Puffy Fluffy should be locked up in a cage every time he does something like chewing up Gary's squeaky toy. I will always be a fan of SpongeBob. But I will not be a fan of the episode I just ranted about. This concludes my rant. Thanks for watching. Royals. Or should I say, more like spoils. This song is so annoying. This song is sung by Lorde. This song is so catchy. This song sounds so bland. They play the same beat over and over again in this song which sounds so irritating. She sings about how they are royals and how she wants them to be her ruler. She said you can call me Queen Bee and baby I rule, I rule. She does not rule the world. The lyrics sound more like, baby I drool, I drool. Lorde sounds like she is spoiled when she sings this song. I'm so tired of hearing this song. I'm going to freak out next time I hear this song. This song does not play any real instruments. This song takes up no talent. This song makes me want to freak out. I wish that this song never existed. Do you know who likes this song? Taylor Swift. I bet she wants to sing this song with Lorde. And do you know who hates this song? Me. I hate this song with a burning passion. So screw Royals. 10,000 Fists from Disturbed is so much better than Royals. This was my rant about Royals from Lorde. Goodbye friends.